Well, hello, Andy Craig here with your weekly inspiration. And again, this week's quote's coming from the master motivator himself, Zig Ziglar. And this particular quote says that what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Again, what you get or acquire by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Who you are is more important than what you have or what you acquire. Your who can create or recreate what you seek as needed. Your who is your character, which will live long after you pass away. Who are you becoming today? Think about that. I once heard someone say, I've actually heard several someone say this. Every individual needs to become a millionaire and beyond in their life for this simple explanation of who that individual becomes in the process of becoming a millionaire. And that's exactly what it is that I'm hearing Zig say here. When an individual steps into who they are, and it takes a different level of who you are, a different version of yourself to step into certain levels of income, to step into $100,000 a year, $500,000 a year, $1 million a year, and beyond. You have to be a better version of yourself. And setting those goals along the way actually allows you to step into and refine you as a better version of yourself. The version of yourself as a teenager, as an 18-year-old, 20-year-old that's earning whatever an 18 or 20-year-old earns nowadays, say $20 an hour, don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers right now. That version of yourself is much less refined than the version of you 20 years later, than the version of you 40 years later. And if that version of you 40 years later has figured out how to create some additional wealth in your life, you're a much better version of yourself. I know early on in my life, I had very poor people skills, and I was probably angering more people than what I realized. I just didn't understand how to deal with people. I probably still anger some people now, but at least I've got much better people skills than what I did before. And I had to learn those skills to attract people, to get people to like me per se, or to at least engage in conversation. And I'm a much better version of myself now than what I was when I was 18, 20 years of age. And you probably are as well. You're probably a very different version of yourself. And the goals that we set allow us to become that better version of us as we move forward in life. So who is it that you are becoming today? What character are you developing for yourself? Because that's critically important. Your character is what you have in this life, and that's really what's going to be left when you graduate into eternity. So who are you becoming today? And remember, you are created by God. You are purposed by God. You're both of them. But what I'm trying to say here is you are purposed by God. You are created to succeed. And you, yes, you are destined to win. This is Andy Craig. Have a wonderful rest of your week.